We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. So stepping in, Adalberto Mondesi. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. And fellas, you take a look at this Rangers team entering play here tonight. Despite the loss last time out, they enter this one in good shape. Winners in 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, hey, D-Roll, this has not been the kind of homestand that they would like to have so far. Through the first 5 games, they're 2-3. D-Roll, getting to 500 on this homestand is certainly one thing they'd like to do here today.
Yeah, they can salvage a little bit right now. They can walk out of here today with a smile on their face if they can get this back to 500 in these first 6 games.
And this will miss as well, so he's in danger of losing the leadoff man here tonight. It's 3-1 now. Line drive, base hit to right.
Well, I was interested to see what he was going to do in a 3-1 count. Was he willing to take it full, work the pitcher a little bit more, or because he had count leverage, was he going to come unglued? They have an aggressive plan today. This pitcher is going to have to be on top of his game.
Don't want to forget about him. In now, Aaron Hicks, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Fastball called for strike 2.
2 takes, and now he's down 0-2. I'm not sure, but he may have been taking to give the guy at first a chance to run.
Mondesi gets his lead at first, nobody out. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him.
Nope.
And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton. He went deep in the contest last night. Now a fastball is lifted into the air to shallow center. Cole has to come in from the next area code to put this one away. Wow. Into the box, Luke Voigt looking to stay hot. He's been a real threat at the plate the last week or so. And it's the outside corner. It's strike 1. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Now the 1-1 pitch.
You got 2 balls.
That's a great pitch for a spot like that. It looks like a strike, then it just comes in out of the zone. If you can command that with movement, it's a very effective pitch to pitching hitters inside.
3-1 to him now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in left. 4th home run here in the early going. And this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
What a way to get things started while playing on the road. Top of the first and a big fly just like that, and they take the lead.
Standing in now, Gary Sanchez. As he'll fall behind here as he goes after a fastball that might have been out of the zone. It's strike 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. And it's 0-2 to Sanchez. Sanchez drives the ball with the best of them when facing right-handed pitching like this, but there is some swing and miss in his game. Some would say it's a little bit of an all-or-nothing approach at times.
I think in today's game you can live with it. The 3 true outcomes: homer, strikeout, or walk. Bottom line is, when he does put the ball in play, he changes the scoreboard.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Domingo Germán, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
Now the 2-0.
Got to pitch to the ballpark's dimensions right here. Love the execution of that pitch down in the zone. Got to keep the ball in the yard.
Grounded up the first baseline. Count remains 2-2. Here it comes now to Andrus. Line towards center field, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So here in the first inning, the leadoff man's aboard to kick things off.
Batting second, the center fielder,
to the plate now, Leody Taveras, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Fastball in there for a called strike. 289 is the average coming in. 5 homers and an even 20 RBIs. Now a half swing here on the pitch inside, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the home plate umpire. Strike 2. And this one's in the dirt, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Comes set. Now the pitch.
Flip a coin right here with this next pitch. After throwing 2 fastballs to get ahead, he's been able to lay off both those off-speed pitches. Look.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. And he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Great job to be able to lay off that pitch right there. You could tell the minute it came out of his hand, his eyes lit up at the plate.
1-1 to count. Now the pitch. Hit on the ground to short. Andrus fields it cleanly. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. So digging in now, Mike Ford. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen.
1-0.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. So 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. DJ LeMahieu, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. And a full count now, 3-2. 1 out, nobody on. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down. And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. The windup and the 0-1. Line drive to center field. But this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center, and that ends the. So striding forward now, Joey Gallo, and he's looking to turn things around. Ice cold at the plate in recent action. 1 ball, no strikes to count. And this will be fouled away. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1. chopped toward the second baseman.
Torres brings it in.
Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Digging in, Ronald Guzman. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Whoa, that's down.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down in the zone right there below the knee. Offensive player was all over it.
Up next for the Rangers, Tucker Barnhart. And he'll be looking to change his fortunes in this one. He's seen his numbers take a bit of a dive in recent action.
Yeah, there are a couple of things you don't want to do as a visiting pitcher. Never give the home crowd a reason to get involved early, and don't put guys on base to ignite a big inning. Well, mission accomplished on both fronts. We'll see how he responds.
The 1-0. Misses low. Good take on the curveball there.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 1 left for Texas. And that'll bring in Estevan Florial. And he'll start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow. Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball 1. There's a fastball right down Broadway, taken for a strike. And he popped him up. Andres ranging into the outfield. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. And they start him out with a slider. Good spot, but he doesn't get the call. 1-0.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit on the ground toward the left. And Andrus will not be able to get there. It's a base hit.
Dan, as a former pitcher, are you privy to this guy? I mean, he's been swinging the bat well. I know it's only April, but he's been using the entire field, staying line to line.
That's what makes it so hard as a pitcher when you can't go one way. When you pitch a guy in, he pulls it. When you throw it away, he hits it the other way. He's having that ability right now just to be able to get the barrel to it, and he's having a real strong beginning this season.
That misses. 2-0. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
3-1 the count now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
Now batting.
Settling in now, Giancarlo Stanton. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Comes set and the 0-1.
This right-handed pitcher, his bread and butter is that 2-seamer, and he loves to throw it inside.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Count is 2-1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard. 2-2 now.
One of the most frustrating things for me to watch in this game is guys getting count leverage and not pull the trigger on a fastball middle in. That's why you play. to get in those situations where you can try and do damage. What do you want, the nasty slider?
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Giancarlo Stanton is out number 2 here in the 3rd inning. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Hard hit ball to second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. The throw home. And he is safe at the plate, and the lead is now 3-0.
Now batting.
And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Into the box, Gary Sanchez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1. 2 down, runners at first and second. There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone.
Boy, his pitch count has really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
3-1 now.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. The 3-2 pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Left fielder is on the move. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. On 2 hits for the Yankees. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and set to go as the third baseman, Sherton Apostle. 1-0 the count. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Changes up on him if that's in the dirt for a ball.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
And he fouls this one off. Smoke toward third. And that's through for a hit. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And a good start to the inning for the Rangers. It's going to be a leadoff double.
Yeah, I think he was sitting on the fastball, so he got the changeup. He was way out in front of it, but he kept his hands back long enough to keep it fair down the line. That's not always easy to do.
And he won't bite at that point either. It's 2-0.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
And here's a fastball taken too low, and he works the count to 3-1. A runner at second, nobody out. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Elvis Andrus. And that's on the outside corner for a strike.
This is where, as a hitter, you need to slow your thinking. You know he's trying to get you a double play ball right here. You have to control the strike zone.
None out, runners at first and second. Ball and 2 strikes to the Rangers shortstop. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here, from down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
And it's fouled away. Runners at second and third here, nobody out. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
This is the only guy in the lineup that struck out so far, and now he finds himself in the hole with 2 strikes.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Torres has it, and there's one away.
The designated hitter, number 5.
So striding in, Willie Calhoun, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. And he takes this one high, 1-1.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
The 1-2. Runners are at second and third with one down. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. So 2 are gone here in the Rangers' third, and up to bat next, the left-handed light tower power of Joey Gallo. Looking to minimize the damage here. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. He takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
He's got a chance to ring up back-to-back Ks here, and that would be huge in this situation.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Here's the 1-2.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2 on that last pitch on 2-2.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by start of the 4th upcoming. But first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and flat out he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
3-0 now.
3-0.
3-1.
The count is 3-1.
The 3-1. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4. Next for New York, Mike Ford. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Into the corner and slicing foul. The 1-1 home.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
3-1 to him now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Grounded to the right. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Up next for the Yankees, the third baseman.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
And now the Ranger bullpen swings into action. A lefty and a right-hander are throwing down there. 2-1. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2. From the stretch. Grounded back up the middle. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And they're going to get an out of this as they're able to put the tag on him there.
Now back.
Standing in, Estevan Florio. And he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. Here comes the first pitch. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. 2-0 to the Yankees left fielder.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
3-0 to him now. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Adalberto Mondesi. A couple of singles to his credit thus far. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. 1-0 pitch on the way. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he will touch them all on the grand slam. First home run of the campaign for him, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
And that is why you just can't put yourself in a bases-loaded situation. You've got nowhere to put the hitter, and he knows it. So he sets up, waiting to pounce, and that's exactly what he does. Jumping all over this thing for a grand slam.
Now here comes the Rangers skipper out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll depart here tonight, and these fans will not be terribly appreciative, I don't imagine, as he was pretty much dreadful in this one. Count now, a ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Now this ball is drilled again to the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes.
That's ball 2.
4 runs here in this half inning. And he goes against the shift there, as this is on the ground to the left side. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
Nice execution right there. Ball was down below the knees. He stayed through it and was able to drive it for a base hit.
And the runner back easily. Giancarlo Stanton now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. No hits to this point. Two balls and no strikes. The count to Stanton.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
Now the 2-0 home is looked at for the first strike.
You can bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
The 3-2 pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Hicks rounds the corner and is headed home. He will score, and they're pulling away. They lead by 7.
That is what every manager is looking for out of the middle of his lineup. When you get your 3, 4, and 5 hitters producing this early in the season, it can be contagious, and everyone in the lineup starts to contribute.
On the season, Voit is hitting just over the benchmark 300 plateau. Source of pride for him, I'm sure.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business. And maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. A slider that time that runs away. It's 3-1 now.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
He loses him on ball 4. So coming to the plate, Gary Sanchez. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. One and 2 to the Yankees catcher. 8 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And a big curveball is in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
Torres is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Ready with the 0-1.
It counts 1-1.
There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting probably the best thing he can do.
3-1 to him now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mike Ford. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Lays off 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. 2 out, bases loaded. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So they put up a big number in the inning as 5 crossed the plate. And this was the biggie here, the grand slam home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Yankees 8 and the Rangers 1. Infield in the overshift here now. The pitch. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's in for a base hit, his 2nd in as many trips to the plate.
Now batting.
So now to the plate, Tucker Barnhart, as he'll take a good look at a curveball that sweeps right across the zone in there for the first strike. They'll come into play here at 319. 3 homers and 8 runs batted in. 1-1, here it comes. A little bit outside. 2-1. 2-2. A runner at first with no outs here. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out. Coming to the plate now, Hunter Cole. He's 0 for 1 thus far. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. Runners on first with 1 down. And here's a ball hit in the air. Stanton on the run, and no one will track it down.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Nothing doing for the Rangers. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring in DJ LeMahieu.
Fastball
taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Hit on the ground to third. He's got it. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
Now back.
Digging in to try it again. Estevan Florial 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Hey, love the pitcher attacking the zone right here. He knows he's got a patient hitter at the plate. Might as well steal that first strike.
Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. One out, nobody on. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Well, no one really likes getting plunked by a pitch, but as long as it doesn't do too much damage, most guys will take it any day. A free pass can be a big deal if the guys behind you can make it hurt for the pitcher.
From the belt, the pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count. Nope.
And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. Runner at first here, one man out. Swing, and he popped him up. Over in foul territory, back behind third. Just foul. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
2-2.
Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Hit back up the middle. And that gets through for a one-out base hit.
Boy, talk about having a day, D-Bro. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Ball 2.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
This is pulled into right. Cole back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with 2 gone in the inning.
The right fielder.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Giancarlo Stanton. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Slider bends into the middle of the strike zone, taken for a strike. Down and away, ball 1. Took something off there, but this is hit well anyway, out to deep center. Taveras has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. Yanks strike. Welcome back to Arlington. Before we get much further, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, I talked with the Rangers manager during the inning break about the team's offensive production to this point. And one thing he stressed to me was the need for them to have better at-bats when they've got runners on base. With just 1 hit with runners in scoring position in the game, you can understand why he feels that way. But he also says he likes the way his guys are responding to the adversity. It seems as though they're keeping their energy and mood up, so we'll see if they can start coming through with some big hits as we go forward.
All right, thanks, Heidi. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. And the pitch. Nick Solak is in for the 2nd time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0. Popped him up. Sanchez has a play. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Here's Elvis Andrus now. First pitch on its way. A ball and no strikes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit down the third baseline. LeMahieu's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired.
Leading off the game, the designated hitter, Luke Boyd.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In there for strike one.
0-1.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. And now pitch on the way.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And it misses. 3-1 now. Gary Sanchez is on deck. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Yankees DH.
2 strikes.
The 3-2 pitch. He takes the changeup the other way out toward right center. Cole moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Now back.
Stepping in, Gary Sanchez. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Breaking ball that drops in for a strike.
0-1.
Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Ball 1.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Shin high. That's taken for a ball.
That's ball.
Wanted to go after the slider, but he holds off. 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And a fastball misses there. Ball 4.
Now back.
Stepping in, Torres. It was a walk in his last trip.
Torres.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles
Now
defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, were you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Row. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out swinging the bat.
0-1 the count. From the stretch. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Well, there's a couple of ways to look at this. It never looks good to hit a man when your team is getting shelled. Seems a little suspicious. Then again, sooner or later, you've got to reclaim the inside part of the plate, or things can get even worse.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Good curveball there. Gets the swing and miss. Bases are loaded here. 1 man out. Liner toward right center. That's in there. Base hit. In to score the runner from third. And they'll put the brakes on the runner at third, so the bases will remain loaded here with still only 1 away.
The left fielder, Esteban Florio.
Stepping in now, Esteban Florio has so weighed out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And he lays off for ball 1.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
And a good eye as he lays off, and the count moves to 2-1 now on the Yankee left fielder.
Hey, it often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike. Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now. 2 away now in the Yankees' 6th. And striding toward the plate next will be Adalberto Mondesi. First offering on its way. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Looking at his career totals, Mondesi is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. Here's a breaking ball that falls in there for a strike to even things at 1-1.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
1 run scores. Long throw to third. He pulls into second safely as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
Well, he's been shouldering the workload at the plate all night long. 2 RBIs here give him 6 in total for today's game.
Brock Burke gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. At the plate now, Aaron Hicks, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Now a curveball misses inside.
Boy, this is one of those tricky spots for a pitcher, right? You have an open base, but you have a guy on deck that could do a lot of damage. Not a good spot to be in if you're a pitcher right now.
2-1 the count. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
3-2 to the Yankees center fielder. Full count. Here it comes. Popped him up. And he's able to get there on the long run, and he covered a lot of ground there as the side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. 2, 3, and 4.
Leading off for the Rangers.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Tyler Lyons enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. In there, 0-1. And low, it's a ball and a strike. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. And it's 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Rangers center fielder.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
A payoff pitch one more time. Bounce to first. Reined in. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. And here's the former prize Dodger prospect Willie Calhoun. He went down on strikes last time up. 1-0 the count. That's by him for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Count is 1-2 now. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got. A really bad result.
He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Up next for the Rangers.
So 2 away for the Rangers here in the 6th. And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Ronald Guzman. And he lays off there 1-0. 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
2 out, nobody on. And little doubt about that one. That's in there, and it's 2-1. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2. And the pitch. Tucker Barnhart would be next if they can keep this inning alive. That's foul off to the left side as he makes him do it again. 3-2. And another foul ball. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Rounded softly down the line toward first. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Fouled off. And he struck him out. A 10-pitch battle, but he
Leading off for the Yankees, the right fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Here's a 1-0 cutter that's low. 2-0.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
2 balls and a strike.
That's evidence of a pitcher and catcher being totally in sync out there. That tells me they both know that's a good pitch for him right now.
And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1.
And when you're already down by a bunch, this is where a guy's got to take some responsibility out there and at least start throwing some strikes.
Full count now. 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. And he pops it up. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Clint Frazier will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 77, Clint Frazier.
Standing in now, Luke Voigt. Popped him up. Apostle moving to his left. Makes the play. 1 away.
Now batting, the catcher.
Now to the plate, Gary Sanchez, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one.
Well, that's demoralizing right there. Nice job by the offensive player getting the head out. That's got to upset you, thinking that ball might have went foul.
But you know what? You hear it all the time that the game baseball is a game of inches. 1 inch one way or the other could have been the difference between a foul ball and a...
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. The Yanks leave. Clint Frazier stays in the game after pinch hitting, and he'll be... patrolling right field. Tyler Wade will come on defensively now as he takes...
Number 77, Clint.
Jordan Yamamoto gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 68, Jordan Yamamoto.
First offering on its way. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball. 1-0. Gets a good piece of it there, but this is foul off toward the third base coaching box. The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2. They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. Fielded cleanly, and that's the first out.
Up next for the Rangers.
In now, Hunter Cole. He was a double play victim last time around. And a fastball's in there for strike one. Bases are empty, one man out. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Oh, and he's going to get rung up on a curveball, and that looked like a questionable strike at best. 2 away. At the plate, Sherton Apostle. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
Ball one as he lays off below the zone. Sent out to straightaway center field. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. Ready to begin the 8th, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Mike Ford.
Mike Ford.
Fouled away. The pitch. Ball one. Two balls and a strike to the Yankees first baseman. The 2-1. Back up the middle. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Line toward the alley in left center. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
Gio Urshela will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and one gone in the inning.
Urshela.
And he takes ball one. A ball and a strike. Runners on first with one down. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. And that one finds the target on the outside corner. 2-2. Hit sharply on the ground, and Andrus will not be able to get there. It's a base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Shane Carl comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Into the box now, Adalberto Mondesi, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Now a half swing, but it's strike three anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number two. Digging in now for the Yankees, Aaron Hicks. In his last at bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Yeah, Matt, hard to stay focused on the game when the score is this far out of hand, especially when you're on the losing side of it. Even as broadcasters, it can be a little bit challenging to stay fully dialed in.
Ball one. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. This one's a strike. It's 1-1. Now the Rangers get a reliever up and throwing in the bullpen as a right-hander's begun to warm up out there. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Here's the 2-1 home. Second and third, 2 away. Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but Hanley behind the plate. Freezes him. A strikeout looking.
Your attention, please. A defensive change for the Yankees.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and set to go is the second baseman, Nick Solak.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Hot shot to third and handled for the first out. Ready now, Elvis Andrus. He was a ground out victim last time up. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. One out, nobody on. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
That one's in there. 3-1. And the count will be full. High and deep down the left field line. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. The next 3-2. Now a slider, but this misses down and in for ball 4. Now in the box, Leody Taveras. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And that misses ball 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Grounded down the third baseline. Gloved by LeMahieu to second for 1, and the relay won't nearly be in time as he's there easily.
Designated hitter number 5.
Striding forward now is the DH, Willie Calhoun. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
At the ball.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
From the stretch. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. All set to start the 9th in this one, and standing in is the DH, Luke Voigt. First pitch on its way. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. fastball misses away here. It's 2-0. All over the place to start the ninth. It's 3-0 now. And no doubt about this one. It's in there. 3-1. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
Line down the left field line. But this will be foul. The 3-2 one more time. Down the third baseline. Scooped up. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli.
And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Grounded weakly toward third. And that's the second out.
Now back.
Stepping into the box, Tyler Wade, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And now a pitch on the way. And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball one. And that's high and away, and the count goes to 2-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Yeah, he's all over the place right now. No doubt he's clearly fighting his mechanics.
The 3-0 is in there for strike one.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
And he misses, ball 4. Ready for another shot now. Mike Ford. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. 2 out with the man at first. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 1-1.
Count is 2-1.
Now a throw over to first. Back in standing. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch.
That's ball 3.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Cole will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. So that brings up the big bat of Joey Gallo, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hit hard toward the right side, but good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2. Striding in, Tucker Barnhart. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Well, just an excellent job right here closing this one out. He just collected the first save of his career. Got to start somewhere.
12-2, the final score in this ball game. The Yanks scored 12 times en route to a win tonight. Domingo Germán notches his 3rd win of the year. Ariel Jurado allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. Jordan Yamamoto takes the rare 3-inning save, his 1st of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.